Welcome, dear grade 12 students, to this video which is about the vocabulary of module 4b, page 60. There are two objectives for today's video. The first one is that we are going to identify the meaning of some phrasal verbs by matching them with their meanings. And the second one is that we are going to use travel-related words and phrases correctly in the given contexts. As usual, please prepare your student book, page 60, exercises B, C, and D, your copybook to add to your word list, and your dictionary, whether a hard copy or an online one. Are you ready? Please use your dictionary to look up the meaning of these four phrasal verbs. Check in, check out, pick someone up, and get around, and then put them in sentences of your own to just make sure that you have understood the meaning. Some pictures here are to help you. Once you have finished, please let's study these examples together. Sometimes at airports you can hear such announcement: please check in at least 2 hours before departure or takeoff. So check-in means that you arrive either at a hotel or airport and register. You inform them about your arrival. In airports, this employee, who is called a ticket agent, is responsible for issuing your ticket. If you need any alteration, any seating, or even cancellation of the flight, etc. And this employee right here in the hotel, who is called front desk clerk, he is responsible for your booking, your residence. You ask for whatever the type of residence you want: half board, full board, all inclusive, etc. Whereas check out means completely the opposite. Check out means that you pay your bill and leave the hotel. So guests should check out of their rooms at 12 noon or 12 a.m. As for pick up, you can say, I'm going to the airport to pick my friend up. So pick up means that you go somewhere and collect or take somebody in your car to wherever he wants to go. As for get around, you may say, we need to rent a car to get around town. So get around means to move from place to place, to discover the town, to discover the surroundings, etc. Okay? With your dictionary still open, please also open your student book, page 60. Try to check the meaning of these other four phrasal verbs: call off, see someone off, put someone up, and stop over. You can match them with the meanings from A to G at the bottom left side of your student book, page 60. Okay? Take your time, pause, then once you have finished, please continue. Sentence number 1. We didn't end up visiting the lake. So they were visiting a lake right here, but they didn't end their trip up. The trip was called off because of bad weather. What's your choice, please? Call off means, right? It means to cancel. Number 2, I'll take you to the train station and see you off. See someone off means, your answer please, right? To accompany, to take somebody somewhere and say goodbye. How about number 3? Would be more than happy to put you up for the summer. Stay as long as you like. So put someone up means to offer hospitality. Hospitality means friendly and generous reception of guests or visitors. Right? How about stop over? In the sentence, John and Frank are stopping over in Frankfurt for a couple of hours on their way to Beijing. Stopover means, right, to stay somewhere for a short time before continuing a journey. Let's continue. The last three phrasal verbs: get away, make out, drop someone off. Okay, again pause, take your time, and then continue. Let's take number 5. I really need to get away for a few days and relax. What's your answer, please? The meaning of get away is to have a holiday, to leave everything behind and relax. Number 6. I couldn't make out what they are saying as their English was very poor. To make out means, your choice please. Make out means to manage, to understand. The last one, can you please drop me off at the travel agents on your way to work? To drop someone off means to leave someone somewhere. Done? Okay, let's continue. As for exercise D, you are given 4 words and phrases. They have to do with airports and on the plane. The first one is departure lounge, on board, aisle, this is called aisle, not aisle, in flight, and trolley. Please complete the sentences with these words. So pause, take your time, and then follow. Okay, let's study this conversation. Do you want to sit by the window? Do you want to sit here by the window, beside this window? B said, no, I prefer, your answer please, exactly, an aisle seat. This seat is called aisle seat because this is an aisle. Okay? Okay, then I'm exhausted. I'm extremely tired. I thought we would never get what? Your answer please. Get on board. Right. B says, yeah, we were waiting in for ages. What do we call this area in the airport? Exactly, it's departure lounge. A says, where are those flight attendants with the food? This is called flight attendant. Then what do you call this? Okay, right, it is called food trolley. B says, calm down. In American you can say calm down. We haven't taken off yet. Maybe we can watch what? Your answer please. Right, an in-flight film while we are waiting. A said, I don't think we can until we take off. This, by the way, this is called IFE, in-flight entertainment. It includes all the movies projected at the front of your cabin, right, which you can follow via headphone socket at the side of your seat. Okay, let's continue. We are still on the plane, and what you find here is a set of instructions. They call it briefing. It comes as audio or sometimes as video. Okay, read it. Read the briefing. Choose the correct word to fill in the 4 blanks right here. Pause, take your time, and then follow for the feedback. Let me just start by pronouncing these words. Know that if I repeat the word, the second one is American, okay? The first one is turbulence, turbulence, hand luggage, life jacket, fasten, fasten, overhead compartment, overhead compartment, oxygen mask, oxygen mask, tray table. Now how about the answer of the first one? Ladies and gentlemen, Your answer please. The fasten seat belt sign, this is a seat belt sign, has been turned on. If you haven't already done so, please put your, what do you call this? Yes, hand luggage. Put it underneath the seat in front of you, or in the, what do we call this part? Right, the overhead compartment. Make sure this is right, this is tray table, this is a folded away tray table, this is folded tray table, this is during meal service, right, and this is for the rest of the flight, especially during the takeoff. Okay, and your seat is in the upright position. This seat is in the upright position. This angle right here is 90 degrees, while this one is called reclining position. The angle here can be about 60 degrees or something. Okay, something I want to tell you, I want you to read this briefing out aloud in order just to improve your reading. Okay, something like, ladies and gentlemen, the fasten seat belt sign has been turned on. If you haven't already done so, please put your hand luggage underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead compartment. Make sure your tray table is folded away and your seat is in an upright position. Just do it once or twice to improve your speaking skill. Something else, I want you to retell the briefing or the instructions here. Retell them using the pictures only. Okay, I want you to develop your paraphrasing or rewording skill. Please pause and do it. Take your time, and then once you have finished, please continue. We are still on the plane with the same words or phrases, but we have already used 4 of them, and with the same briefing. Please pause, fill in the blanks right here, and then continue for the feedback. Let's do it. We suggest you keep your seat belts on for the duration of the flight, just in case we experience any, your answer please, any turbulence. Turbulence means any violent air movement. In the unlikely event of lost cabin pressure, means if we lose cabin pressure, what will automatically appear in front of you? Right, an oxygen mask will automatically appear in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, just pull it towards you, pull the mask towards you. In the event of emergency, something here is located under your seat. What is it? Exactly, it's a life jacket. Very good. Again, to improve your speaking skill, you can read it out loud. Complete your reading aloud. Something like, we suggest you keep your seat belts on for the duration of the flight, just in case we experience any turbulence. In the unlikely event of lost cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will automatically appear in front of you. To start the flow, just pull it towards you. In the event of emergency, a life jacket is located under your seat. Okay, once you have finished, please continue. Remember that we are now learning English through situations. In the previous situation, we were in the airport and on board the plane. Here we are in a railway station and on the train. Here you are 5 words and phrases. Please take your time, choose the right word to fill in the 5 blanks right here, and then once you have finished, please continue. We are going to use the words single, timetable, return, connecting train, and fare. This is a dialogue between you and a clerk, a booking clerk. You say, hello, I'd like, what's your answer please? Right, I'd like a single ticket to Liverpool, please. He says, I would advise you to buy not a single ticket, not a one-way ticket, but a return ticket. But I don't know when I want to come back. Oh, I know, but the actually comes out cheaper. Something that has to do with the price. It's fair, right? You say, I see. I had a look at the, what do we call this? Right, it's timetable, but I couldn't work out. To work out means to have a good result about when the next train leaves. So he says it leaves at 11.04 or 11 and 4. You say, do I need to take what is the last one? Connecting train, another train to take you to your destination. He says, no, it goes directly to Liverpool from here. You say, great, thank you. I'll think about it and come back. Again, you can repeat this conversation either with a friend, your brother, or with yourself, just as I told you before, to improve your speaking skill, okay? Do the same right here. Pause for 2 or 3 minutes. Choose the right word for the blanks right here. And then once you have finished, please continue for the feedback, okay? This is a conversation between you and a friend of yours. You say, a train should have been here by now. Are you sure we are on the right? Are we standing or waiting on the right? What do we call this part? Exactly, it's platform, right? He says, I think so. They would have made an announcement over there to make an announcement like this man over here, using what? Using a loudspeaker. This is a loudspeaker. So I think so. They would have made announcement over the loudspeaker otherwise. You say, maybe I'll go back to the and ask them. So he wants to go back to the, what is this part? Exactly, it's the ticket office. And your friend says, no, wait. Go and ask that, what do we call that man? Exactly, he is a conductor. Go and ask that conductor over there. He will know. Okay, I'll do that. No need. Here comes the train now. Okay, as I told you, repeat this conversation once and once again to improve your speaking. Okay? Please remember to add the new words to your word list. Put them in sentences of your own. Use them in your writing and speaking. You can also try to play the role of a flight attendant and try giving briefing to passengers. Or you can play the role of a front desk clerk, then ask and answer questions concerning boarding bases, accommodation, etc. And thank you so much for watching this video, which will be available on Microsoft Teams.